good, YouTube? So in the last video you guys saw the breakdown of AJ's insane one-of-one BMW M6 build. Well, today I'm gonna take you guys on the ride-along portion of this video, so yeah, stay tuned for this one. It's a fucking banger. All right, you guys, so we are doing the ride-along now. Time to see what this fore-end built motor, I forgot to mention it, but it also has pure stage 2 turbos, so it's definitely saucy.
We will be installing the RK Billet intake manifold for full port injection. Oh shit. So we can run like full ethanol.
This thing's gonna make some jam, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the most conservative base too, and just because it's a, you know, it's an experimental engine,
exactly.
Build.
First one, by the way, if you guys didn't know. First S63 built by 4N.
Yeah, first Destroked S63 ever.
And you guys get to see it first, so make sure you go follow AJ on Instagram. It's TimeBomb6. I'll leave it for you guys in the description as well. Yo. Yeah, he definitely tracks this thing. Let me put the harness on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You know, you're probably gonna need to loosen everything up because
I'm fat.
It's just because my friend's skinny and he was sitting there. Trust me, I would need to loosen it up too, bro. Don't feel bad.
How do I loosen it?
Okay, easy enough. Actually, it's not that easy. These things are real pains in the ass. All right. So basically, anytime you want to loosen these straps on any of these, you want to pull up the black part and just pull. Okay. So like this, same thing. Black part up, pull.
Sorry for the little technical delay, guys, but we are locked in, ready to go to space.
What a view, man.
For real.
Look at this.
Picked a good spot, right?
Yeah, it's not about living out here, huh?
Let me show you guys. It's a beautiful day in Miami. So how do you like it over here compared to LA?
I mean, I like it. I don't like humidity.
Yeah.
But I love the sunshine. I mean, beautiful people everywhere. Really nice establishments, great food, nightlife. You know, a lot of money in this city, so obviously they've got a lot to offer. But yeah, the humidity just kills me, dude. I'm sure I get used to it. You know?
After a month, it's what it is,
no, I'm sure I get used to it.
When you're used to LA weather, it's
very dry.
Different. Yeah, it's the dry heat.
Alright. We should get it going now. Get all these up.
Yo! This thing moves, you guys. Holy shit. Sounds nuts out limiter. Have like the brap when you let off?
No, that was the fuel cutting because I hit the limiter. Yeah.
Sounds crazy.
I know, like the N55 overrun you're talking about. Yeah, I love that sound actually. It's a pretty cool feature that like none of the other BMWs really have.
Yeah.
I was actually asking Mike if we could like tune that into like this car because it sounds really good.
Bro, it sounds really good the way it is right now.
Yeah, fucking roll these down just a little bit, man.
You know what, AJ, he always got some shit planned for this, so. Yeah. At least you guys get to see it in this state. I'm sure it'll change next time I see his car. This thing rips, bro.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's a lot of fun. Mike fucking killed it. The guy's a wizard, dude. He used to work on like NASCAR cars. He's done a ton of like from the ground up like builds, you know what I'm saying? Like he could do like a fucking 2 tube chassis, fucking get all the geometry and the suspension and the balance, and like he could get a car going, you know, from nothing. He just knows how every part of everything works together, which is like a lot of people just specialize in one thing, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy, he can do it all.
The one-man army.
Yeah.
This thing is nuts. This thing just wants to light up the rear tires. Oh my god. Oh, and it brakes hard too. Damn.
Carbon ceramics.
Yeah. It brakes hard. That DCT shifted fast too.
Oh, dude. Yeah, XHP.
Yeah.
I had to because I couldn't increase the rev limiter without XHP. It kept cutting, even though the tune goes up to 8,200.
Yeah.
But it was like the stock factory limiter was kept like stopping
Cutting
going
it,
up
yeah.
to like 7,200.
It's a good thing you keep this cabin kind of empty. It should be all over the place.
Oh yeah, no fuck that. I mean, there's no room for people back there.
Yeah, no back seats.
They were useless anyway, bro.
Yeah.
And especially in the coupe, it's so small. Like,
It's a two-seater.
I remember I fucking drove to Joshua Tree, which is like this desert area where they do like super sick Airbnbs in the desert down in SoCal.
Yeah.
With two of my boys in the back, and actually, was it two? It might have been three.
Three?
And it was like, yeah, dude. It was like a 2-hour drive at like 11 p.m. in the middle of the night to go meet up with my girl, like all her girls for this chick's like birthday party. And they're like, oh, we want to go. I'm like, dude, my car's not gonna fit all of you. They're like, let's just cram in. And I'm like, all right. So the whole time they're just like hunched over, like their fucking shins are like touching the back of the seats, like super uncomfortable. Like, you know what? Let's just take these things out. Women and children only, you know?
Yeah, exactly. This front mount intake sound beautiful.
Yeah, Project BMW does a good job. And the silicone, like it amplifies the sound, and it actually keeps the IATs lower, so for temp control. Man, it's busy on this bridge, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, you guys, look at this view though. Oh my god. I better watch it.
Yeah, he knows. He hears it.
He heard you, yeah. The harness makes you feel so safe.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
Gives you like a nice sense of security.
Especially when you're driving, you don't slide around too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you stay in control more.
Still got the GoPro back there?
I hope so.
Freaking Miami drivers, bro. Everybody trying to get in my way. That fuel cut sounds so good, you guys. I got the iPhone recording the audio under the hood and on the exhaust for you guys. So if that mic didn't fly away, you guys definitely gonna get to hear that. Instant torque is an understatement.
It's actually a little less torquey than before.
Really?
You would have gotten a lot more wheel spin if it was the original engine. Yeah, because when you de-stroke a motor, I mean, it's still torquey. The M6 in general is probably like overly torquey. Like it doesn't need the kind of torque that it has because you can't even put the power down. So it's still pretty torquey, but the D-stroke actually, because it lowers the displacement from 4.4 to 4 liters, it actually takes away from the low-end power and torque, and it kind of adds it, gives you a little bit kind of power, you know what I mean?
So that's probably better for like the longevity, and then when you turn it up to 9K, it'd be amazing. You could maybe make a U right here if you want, or... bucket seats work? Might be able to get away with those?
No, dude.
Oh, jeez.
You think the buckets have fucking ventilated seats?
Oh, shit. I think this might be putting us up to 95.
That's bad. It's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can just like...
That's a crazy one way. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
oh, no, we're good. I think you can maybe make a right out of here.
Uh-huh.
Or left. Is this a one way?
Yeah,
Oh, no, you can make a right.
This is good.
I can't wait to see
lucky.
the bro. Yeah, we did. I thought we were just going to get locked onto 95.
Yeah.
And then I think it'll be a right here and then a left back onto where the bridge is.
Okay. Right at the stop sign or at the light?
At this light, you can make a right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you're making me want to buy a M6 now. I think I'm sold.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
On the left.
I mean, granted, like it takes some work to get it to drive like...
Yeah, of course.
You know, because it's a GT touring car, bro. Like...
But the way you have like the weight reduction and everything, it honestly feels so nimble, at least from the passenger seat.
It definitely does, yeah. The weight reduction's big. We were able to take this down to like under 4,000 pounds.
Damn, that's like G80 weight for you guys watching if you didn't know.
Yeah, and obviously the KWs are.
Yeah, that makes it feel super light.
Yeah. I'm sure you remember the stock suspension in your 640.
I was so floaty, dude. Even with springs, it was all over the place.
Yeah, so it's floaty, and then obviously like body roll and stuff is really bad.
And then anytime you hit like a bump on the highway, you rub because it has a lot of travel.
Right.
That guy's like, what the hell is in this thing?
Pause.
I think we need some gas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, gas has been the last thing on my mind this weekend with the show and everything. I've just been trying to fucking get everything together in time.
Yeah.
Fucking the merch didn't make it. The actual hood didn't make it. What else got delayed? There's like one other thing that was pretty important that like all of it was supposed to get here in time, but because of the tornado in Tennessee or whatever, it's been, yeah. And you know, a lot of other vendors also like didn't get their shit. Like we were supposed to be on the GTHaus stage.
Yeah.
Their stage like equipment didn't come in time, so.
Well, I guess the most important thing, the car made it.
The car made it. Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters.
It's hot in here quick. It's a real race car. No AC. It's gonna be the left one.
Yeah, I didn't really like how the car was like bumping because of the bumps in that road.
Yeah.
Or else I would have just kept giving it gas, but.
I think they got the idea. I got the idea. This thing is nuts.
Left here?
Yeah, left hand. The S63, it just has such a unique tone.
Oh, dude,
The V8
100%. Yeah. And you know, it's so funny. I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, like it doesn't even sound like a V8, blah, blah, blah. But it's like I don't want my car to sound like a Mopar, you know?
Exactly.
Like Dodge, like Mercedes, like has that deep, like growl.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like, even though it still sounds European, like it's a little bit more traditional in terms of tonality. But like, I really like the raspiness of the S63. I feel like it gives a little bit more of an exotic sound.
Yeah, and it has like a really unique howl.
Yeah, 100%.
And like, when people, I see when people like straight pipe these cars, it kind of gets rid of that. That's why you have to go with the good exhaust setup. That's why the Meisterschaft sounds so good.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine, actually, you've probably seen him in the chat, F06. I think it's Yeah, F06M6 or F06M6.
Is this Nardo? I mean, like satin gray?
No, his is black. But he's like a real driver. Like he fucking dogs the shit out of his car.
Yeah.
And his brother owns a custom fab shop. Forgot the name of it, else I'd shout it out, but they did a triple X pipe, like a custom exhaust with just a triple X pipe.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it sounded fucking crazy, dude. Like super clean. Like I was kind of shocked. Like I've heard of some people do like a double X pipe, but yeah, a triple X pipe, and I'm like, that actually sounds really good.
You heard it in person or only over video?
On the videos, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
it wasn't even like a mic'd up like how we have this mic'd up. It was like from like the inside of the car and like the outside of the car, like on the street.
Yeah.
Just like flybys and shit. Like it sounded.
No, because like your car, bro, it sounds so different in person than the videos.
Yeah.
The videos do not do this car justice, you guys. I'm telling you now. This thing is crazy. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. My very first review with a very special car. Thank you to AJ for bringing his car all the way out from Cali, all the way to Florida. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.